Hi guys, so today I'll discuss very new and very interesting topic. Not only this, your student will like this chapter of UTB, right? This is one of the easiest chapter in your class, and name of the chapter, like I will tell you, but this is a very interesting, very short topic. Like this is the demo section, okay, and solution. Name of the chapter something related to solution. You must be like, sir, we know what is the solution. We will make something, we will end something, then we will get a solution, right? Yes, you are right. Today I will discuss about the solution. Today I will discuss very particular chapter that is solution. This would have the better name of the chapter. Now we see. This is top secret, and I will discuss this top secret sometime later with you people. Now you see, this is top secret. I will discuss this top secret sometime later with people. Now you are studying about the direct solution and solution, that is one and the same thing. To start with the word, what is solution? You are pretty much right in thinking that when solute will dissolve in a solvent, an uniform solution is obtained, right? Yes, guys. Guys, see, when you are in the class 9th and 10th, you would have studied about 3 kind of substance, right? Like very much heard about the true solution. What is true solution? True solution is like when the size of the solute particle much smaller than the size of the solvent particle. After that, what is after the suspension? What is suspension? Suspension, like size of the solid particle is quite more, and like colloid. What is colloid? Colloid size of the solute. Size of solute is in between size of the true solution and suspension, right? It's very simple. You see, in this class I not teach you about colloid suspension. We'll just talking about the true solution. As soon as I write this word true solution, one thing should be very clear in mind, that it has to be homogeneous and solution with uniform composition throughout, right? So today I'll talk about only homogeneous solution. Okay, now we'll go very slowly and very clearly. The question now I am going to ask you, when solute is dissolved in a solvent, by the way, what do you mean by saying solute and solvent? You must heard from your childhood something present in less amount should be called as solute, and something present in more amount called as solvent, right? Another definition you must be heard of, like one more thing you must be heard from, like solid liquid solution, where sodium is dissolved in water. When sodium chloride is adding to water, water should be solvent and sodium chloride should be solute, right? This is what we think of. For example, I have 2 liquid solution, right? This is another example, but before that I will understand you, make you understand by giving some very basic example. Like you see, sodium chloride is adding to water, like water should be solvent and sodium should be solute, right? This is what we think of. For example, I have 2 liquid solution, water and ethanol. You will say, sir, one which is more in amount, that will call as a solvent, and another which is less in amount called as a solute, right? You see, for example, I am giving one question, okay, but I am giving a question that is very simple question, but I want you to give me answer of this question by thinking very properly for the question. Okay, suppose I am making a solution, and solution made up of a water, and I have taken 36 gram of water, and I have taken 98 gram of water. I am making solution. Can you tell me which one acts as a solute and which one acts as a solvent, right? Now you see, now you take a minute and think. I will tell, say, 36 gram of water is less and 98 gram is more, right? So you will tell one which is less amount should be called as a solute, and 36 gram of water should be taken as a solute, and one which is more amount is called as a solvent, like 98 gram of H2SO should be taken as a solvent, right? This is very simple. But Now suppose I am your teacher and this is a question and you have written the answer, right? And this is a question and you have written the answer. Then this question will come to me and I will check the paper and I will just give the cross and I will give 0 and out of 10. Then you will go to, then you will come to me and you will say, sir, we only learn something basically less in amount college solute and more in amount college solvent, right? What is the problem? What is the issue here? Now I am going to ask you one another question before turn out of 10. So now next part of the question answer series will be fully. Can you tell me what is the molar mass of water? As I already told here, like solute, this is as I told, like the less in amount solute and more in amount solvent, right? So you see, what is the molar mass of water? Molar mass of water 18 gram per mole, right? And what is the molar mass of sulfuric acid? 98 gram per mole. Now you know the calculation how to do, right? This is very simple calculation. Now can you do me favor or can you simply tell me how many mole in 36 gram of water? How water are there in 36 gram? You will say, sir, 13 gram of water means 1 mole and 36 gram of water equal to mole water. Can you tell me 98 gram of H2SO4 equal to 1 mole of H2SO4, right? And 36 gram of water means like 2 mole, right? This is very simple. You see. Now you see, I will ask you one more example. Like we are making another solution by dissolving sodium metal in mercury to form the sodium amalgam. We will tell which one act as solute and which one act as solvent. We will tell. You see, and another one more solution, sodium chloride solution. We are putting sodium chloride in water or sugar salt in water to form the solution, right? Here you see, here is NaCl is solute and water act as like a solvent in NaCl solution, right? This is very simple, but this is very simple. So what we have finally learned about from this example, when we are talking about the solution, I do agree that solute dissolve in the solvent in order to form a solution, right? I do 100% agree to the statement, but in that case the solute is one which is present in less amount, and amount in chemistry doesn't refer to mass. Amount in chemistry simply is related to number of moles. Anything out of solute and solvent, whichever is present in less number of mole is said to be solute and another is said to be solvent, right? Clear? You see, it's very simple concept, but you need to remember one thing. As I told, like from this example, you see, here the sodium chloride, sodium to form the sodium amalgam, we are mixing sodium solid in amalgam liquid. Here one more thing you need to remember. You see, here we call it as sodium as a solvent, and sodium, it is solid in nature, and amalgam like mercury act as a like solute liquid in nature. Like what main definition we can learn from this example? The classification of the solute into solute, classification of substance into solute and the solvent is depend upon the final state of the solution, right? Like what we can say, the classification of the substance means, you see, here like final nature of the solution similar to the final nature of the solvent. From this example you will get the clear idea. Okay, here sodium solid act as a solvent and mercury liquid act as a solute. Like solution like sodium amalgam একটা যে solution, this solution is solid in nature, like physical nature of the solvent and solution should be same, right? Now clear? Okay, now next chapter, like next video, we will try to explain like different type of solution, okay, and how liquid solid, like liquid solid, solid gas and liquid gas form like mixed for making the different solution. Next video we try to explain. Okay, take care. We'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.